Kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Once upon a time, in the middle of a dense, enchanted forest, there lived a mysterious creature named Boris. Boris was no ordinary creature. He was a rare being with shimmering fur that glowed under the moonlight, and gentle eyes that seemed to whisper ancient secrets. His presence in the forest was like a living legend, known only to the wisest of animals who shared the woods with him. Boris lived peacefully, wandering through the trees, and playing with the whispering wind. But meanwhile, far from the woods, excitement buzzed through the city. There lived an energetic young internet star, Leo, known for sharing thrilling adventures on his channel. Leo's followers loved his daring spirit and his knack for turning ordinary days into extraordinary tales. It all began on a stormy night when Leo read about the legend of Boris. What a fantastic story this would make, he mused to himself. His eyes gleamed with excitement, imagining the views, the likes, and the new fans he would gain from capturing such a legendary creature on camera. Armed with his trusty drone and an adventurer's heart, Leo and his team set out into the forest. They hiked through the untamed wilderness, documenting every moment for their eager audience. "We're getting closer," Leo declared, pointing towards tracks that led further into the heart of Boris's domain. Deep in the forest, Boris felt a strange tingle run through his fur. He had sensed something new, an intruder, with gadgets that hummed in the air and click-clacked on the ground. Curiosity mingled with caution in his heart as he decided to investigate. Leo, meanwhile, was overjoyed. The thrill of the hunt consumed him as the drone zipped ahead, its camera zooming over treetops. The followers watched in anticipation, as comments flooded in. As days turned into nights, Boris watched the humans with a sadness that weighed down his heart. They laid traps and hovered around with buzzing drones, turning the peaceful harmony of his home into a chaotic frenzy. Boris knew he must act. One evening, as Leo set his traps, Boris appeared. He moved ethereally through the shadows, appearing suddenly in the drone's camera view. It was majestic, just as the legends described, and viewers all over the world gasped in awe. But Boris knew he was in danger. He had to protect his forest home and his peace. With a gentle tilt of his head, he began to vanish, his form becoming one with the forest shadows. Leo was captivated. He almost forgot to breathe, so drawn was he to Boris's beauty. He realized, only then, that this creature was more than just a prize for his followers. Boris was a guardian of the forest, a magical being deserving respect and protection. Heart heavy with the realization of the damage he might cause, Leo called to his team, telling them to pack up. "We'll leave him be," he whispered into the camera. This forest, and Boris, deserved to remain undisturbed. The video ended differently than most of Leo's adventures, with silence and respect for a world untouched. As they left the forest, Boris watched them go, his heart lightening with the promise of peace. He retreated to his favorite glen, where the stars winked down at him, and the forest sang its gentle lullaby once more. Boris was safe, and his story would remain a mystery, retold only by the wind and the creatures who shared his home. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a vast, ancient forest, lived a wise and gentle bear named Boris. Boris was not just any bear, for he was the guardian of the forest, an honorable title passed down through generations of bears. One sunny morning, as the dew sparkled on leaves and birds sang their cheerful songs, Boris received news that sparked both hope and concern. A group of humans from the government had visited the forest, and they were planning to declare it an official wildlife preserve. This meant more protection for his beloved home, ensuring that no harm would come to its inhabitants. However, there was a twist. Boris, being labeled a rare creature due to his unique intelligence and connection with the forest, was at the center of this decision. The humans wanted to either study or control him to better understand the intricacies of the forest's ecosystem. Boris pondered day and night, walking under the starlit sky or through the sun-dappled forests, pondering his choices. As he walked past the gentle brook and the ancient oaks, he spoke to his friends. "What should I do?" he asked Fiona the wise owl, perched high above on the tallest tree. "They want to protect my home, but at the cost of my freedom." Fiona fluffed her feathers thoughtfully. "Boris, you have always been the heart of this forest, but freedom is more precious than anything," she hooted solemnly. "We can protect our forest ourselves, as we always have." Then, he visited Roland the rabbit, who nibbled on some juicy clover. "Ah, Boris," Roland said in a gentle voice, "your freedom is part of what makes our forest the wondrous place it is. Without it, who will teach the younger ones how to find food or play with us when the moon is full?" Boris nodded, feeling the truth in their words. But the decision weighed heavily on him. If he chose to refuse, the forest might never receive the protection it needed. As the days passed, Boris watched the humans from afar, measuring stakes and drawing lines, mapping out what they called the wildlife preserve. The idea of losing his freedom seemed unbearable, but the thought of a safer forest for his friends warmed his heart. Finally, Boris called for a grand gathering of all the creatures. Animals big and small came from all corners of the forest, deer grazed at the edges, foxes peeked curiously, and birds of every shade perched in the trees. "My friends," Boris began, his deep voice carrying through the air, "we stand at a crossroads. The humans wish to protect our home, yet at the cost of my freedom. But a forest is not just trees or rivers, it is us, together, as it has always been." The animals chirped, howled, and chattered in agreement. "We shall protect our forest together," Boris declared, inspired by his friends' unwavering support. And from that day on, they worked as one, ensuring the forest's magic thrived without the interference of outsiders. The humans, seeing the unified stand of the forest's creatures and their guardian, decided to honor their wishes. The humans granted protection to the forest, yet left Boris and his friends as its watchful custodians. Thus, Boris continued to roam freely, as wise and gentle as ever, the unspoken protector of the thriving sanctuary. And the forest, graced by his presence, remained a place of wonder and peace for all creatures to enjoy.
If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell, so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.